Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. This is part 2 of making a carbine crossbow. So today I've started, I sanded down the nut a bit, make it a bit more smooth, and the trigger. Now I'm opening up the crossbow to drill a round hole in there for the nut to sit on, and I've also had to take a little bit out of each side there just to make sure it spins freely. And then what this wood will do, this will fill up these gaps, apart from the bit here where the trigger obviously goes, but it will fill up there and there. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sort these bits out and then come back and I'll tell you what I'm doing next. Alright, so what I've done is I've cut these two bits, these two little notches out. The nut will sit in there like that, and then what I've got to do is cut a bit out between there for the trigger to sit in like that, and that one will go back on top, and that will go on top. I've got to cut these little bits off. So the next bit I'm going to do is possibly fix one side and then chisel out for the trigger to go in as well. Alright, what I've done now, that's all prepared. This part is where the trigger sits in. So if I put that together, you'll see in there, that's where the trigger will sit, and there'll be a piece of metal over there to cover up that hole. This will be part of the trigger guard, and then the nut sits in the hole in the top there. I don't know if I'll be able to show you with one hand. The nut sits in there. I was going to put it in, but I can't show you with one hand. But that's the nut there, it sits in there. So what I've got to do now, I need to drill a hole through there for the spring to hold the trigger upwards. Then I can take it all apart and glue it, because I haven't glued these bits together yet, they're all just screwed together. And then I can put the groove in there. Oh no, I can't glue it together yet actually, because I've got to drill the hole for the prod. Anyway, you'll see where I am on the next part. Right, I just thought I'd show you a little demo. Now, there's the trigger sticking down, there's the nut, and the string would pull against there. I'll try to show you with one hand. So the string would pull across there, pull up against the nut there, and then when you pull the trigger, it releases the nut, and then when you want to cock it, you put it back to there, pull it back, and then it would recock itself. So I think I'm going to have to do the groove next, and then sort out for the prod, and then I may even be able to test the trigger, and I'm also going to do the spring. Right, see you in the next little bit. Right, I've cut the hole for the prod, I've drilled the hole for the bolt that goes in to hold the prod in place. Now all I've got to do is take it apart, chisel out to put the little nut inside, and then I'm going to do the groove, and then put the spring on the trigger, and then that would be a basic working crossbow. You know, it would work, it would shoot, it's not going to look very nice, but yeah, so at that point it's actually a working crossbow. Not now, but when I've done those bits. So I think I'll do those and then come back. Alright, progress so far is I've glued most of it together. I've got my groove there for the bolt to go along. There's the hole for the spring. Don't know how I'm actually going to do that yet. Like, I know what I'm going to do, but I don't know what the actual finish is going to be 100%. Here's the trigger with the part for the spring to go in. Just to cut little grooves in a hole, and the spring will be on top like that. and I'll hold it up. The nut is in to hold the prod in place. I've done the hole. Let's see if I can show you it, the whole thing. It'll stand up. So I'm going to put it all together and give it a little test, I think. Right, right. So this is the last part to part 2. This is what the rough crossbow looks like at the minute. I've got the prod on, tested it. Got a bit of a crappy old string there, but good enough to test it. I've put the notch in the nut so that the bolt can sit right back like this and actually be touching the string. And I'll actually show you it shooting if you want. Right, hang on, so I'm cocking it with one hand. Right, there it is cocked. I'm not going to shoot a bolt or anything. That's it, broke the string. Bit of paracord, not really suited. I need to tidy these ends up as well because they're a bit rough and that's what's cut the string. But anyway, you can see the power of it there. That's the end of today's part, and tomorrow's parts will be, well, whenever I do it anyway, finishing it off. I've got to do the spring to hold the bolt down, maybe do a sight, might do an aluminium butt plate, trigger guard, front sight, the aluminium round here and here. This time I'm going to hide the bolts. That's partly why I did it this way. What I can do is cut the ends off and just stick a plate on and hide all the ends instead of sticking them through. Right, so that'll be the next video. Right, see you later. Oh, don't forget to visit my blog, link's down there. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.